I'm not Brent Kobayashi. Let's fix that. Bingo.
Oh. Hi, Art.
Hello, Patricia.
I don't know why my camera is not working when I go live, so I have to open my iPad.
Might just take a moment to load up.
Yeah, sometimes open, sometimes no. And out and in the backyard. So do you hear too much background noise? You want me to go inside?
Now it's fine.
I don't know why my okay, but just let me go back. So nobody's there yet. So let me go back to you in a second. Yes.
Sure. All right, everybody is trickling in here. Hello.
Hello, hello. Okay, so I have not figured out my camera angles yet. Got to get the snowball in.
I mean, I was kind of digging it with like shot up at the roof, but like kind of angled. It looked like a little abstract, look kind of modern art.
Did you like it?
Like, well, look kind of like we were playing with like perspectives.
Do you want me to go back?
I'll leave this up to you. I'm just saying we were making art here, Brent.
I was so focused on Patricia. I'm so excited about this episode. I have no words. I'm going to be silent the entire episode. I'm too excited about this episode. Okay. So I'm not doing my things. 11:02. That means 9 minutes. We're going to do 9 minutes. Start counter. Ay. And okay. Right. And we got this thing. Our time countdown for when the show is going to start. Oh my gosh. Kill the Guru is coming back, Arthur.
Bringing it back.
We're bringing it back.
Bringing it back. You're bringing it back. I wasn't there for the first time.
Well, you're on the show.
Yeah. So we're bringing it back.
Yeah, there you go. If you didn't exist, Arthur, who knows? Like this short-lived thing called Kill the Guru, which has been in my head for a long while, which we did like a year ago, may not have come back.
Are we getting into the quantum universe again?
No, stop it. We can only do so much of that before like everybody disappears. Okay, hold on. Let me get my chat going so we can see Maggie, our producer. Okay, Maggie disagrees with you. She says it's better without the lights. Okay, we're not being artistic here. We have practical things to do. Okay, got it, Arthur? None of this different perspectives.
That's right. None of this artsy fartsy stuff. We want serious business
stuff.
How could you see me? Oh yes.
Hello.
I just wanted to look outside.
Oh, that's so good.
I know, but I don't know if did you hear? Because my backyard is facing the street, so it sounds the cars. So do you want me to go inside?
No, I want you outside.
How are you guys?
Better now that you're here. Actually, I was better. I was good before. I'm so excited that you're on this show. Again, I know, but this is a particularly important show.
Okay, for me, it's good. So
you do.
How can I share this on my web, on my things?
So you have to go here. Maggie, can you put a link in our chat and then she can share it out?
Why not?
Yeah. Anybody who's watching, this is going to be a Kill the Guru show. We actually don't know how it's going to go, so you may not want to share it. Up to you. Depends on how much you care about these things. But I mean, the show itself is going to be amazing because Patricia, you're on it.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah. Okay. And
No,
actually,
I'm learning,
here.
so I don't mind to be the piggy thing.
Ah, such a good attitude, Patricia. You are unbelievable. You're a boss. You know that?
I was gonna say, Patricia, you're looking extremely professional right now.
Oh, I want it to be. Brent knows me, so. Oh, you know what? The good news is I have this. I'm gonna start launching the scissors cuts.
Oh, geez. Nice.
The lady
Patricia
who made the
is
logo made
that's
this
so
for
good.
me,
That's so good.
I,
We'll talk about scissor cuts another
I'm gonna launch
episode.
it today.
Yep. Arthur, you have to
know.
give me hosting permissions for share screen. Can you do that?
Oh yeah, what is happening?
I am on top of things today. I'm not going to be like, I don't know how to start and all that kind of stuff. We're going to be starting, and which means we're starting in, darn it. I am not on top of things. Hold on.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Thank you. 5 minutes. Add. Start. There we go. There's the countdown going. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves while I focus.
Okay.
We're getting some very deep comments from Richard.
Stop it, Richard. Okay, so that over here, down the. Gotta have the music. If Richard is on, there's no way we can miss the music. Far. Really good.
So I know I have to turn off the camera now. At what point I turn the camera off?
We'll tell you. You'll turn the camera off when we're going to have David coming on because we're going to do 2 people on this episode.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be action packed for 19 minutes.
Woo,
I'm actually I'd already kind of committed in my head. It's going to probably go longer than 19 minutes. Not promising anybody. Also, not trying to disappoint anybody. But yeah.
I know.
There's David.
19 minutes.
You do realize that like the majority of our audience is actually now in the show.
Wow. Okay. Hello, people.
All right. Okay. Whew. This is going to be good. I'm very excited about this. I have an idea where we're going to go. Sorry?
This sounds like an opera lyric show, a big show. And you're making this?
Like Oprah? Are you saying we're Oprah?
Yeah, I mean like a bed. Like everyone is waiting for you guys to be 11:11 on. So you're gonna become, or you're becoming very big.
Yes. So, I mean, to be quite clear, and this is an actual real thing. Like actual physicists talk about the many worlds theory of quantum mechanics, and there is apparently many worlds. It's actually one of the things that actually fits with the physics of the world that they actually can experiment with and actually have proven is happening. So there is likely a many worlds situation, which right now isn't this one, just saying, where you're right. We literally have Oprah level audience.
Oh, yes, we're bigger than Oprah.
So you're not inaccurate. I've been watching I've been watching a show called Devs. It is so good.
Oh yeah.
It's all about quantum stuff. Okay.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. My mind just blanked.
Okay, this sounds good. So I've been trying to do the videos, and I know camera is my best friend so far.
Yep. Don't worry about it. We'll get into it. Absolutely no problem.
Patricia, you look fantastic on camera.
Yeah, the camera is really friendly to you right now.
Oh yeah, I want it to be outside. It's a beautiful day. It's amazing.
Yeah, yep, for sure. We got 1 more minute. I think I want to start early. How does that feel? What do you think?
Just jump into it?
I'm actually asking your opinion.
Just so overflowing with excitement. We can't wait another minute 13 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we have a lot to cover. So, I think sometimes you have to break the rules, and this might be one of those moments where it's just it's that important.
You're absolutely right. We want to capture that minute that we have left on the clock. And I'm sorry for anybody who's joining quite at 11:11. Might not be happening, possibly in a different world. Patricia,
Hola.
just relax. Hola, just relax into it. We're going to start the episode. Okay, you ready? All right, sweet. Okay. And let me get going. Hold on. Let's start the music.
You've tuned in to COVID Marketing with Brent Kobayashi and Arthur Tutt, the show to support small business not just to survive, but to thrive.
That's right. We are live with COVID Marketing episode number 46, the show to support small business not just to survive, but to thrive. And as the esteemed Richard Godet was reported to say, okay, I'm disappointed now. I had this all set up and I was so happy I was going to call out Richard and all this type of stuff with our intro. And I didn't delete a little piece of line on it. And then it all just got messed up.
No, it was flawless. It was flawless.
Okay. Hold on. We are live with COVID Marketing episode 46 as the esteemed Richard Godet was reported by himself to have said, we are calling all small biz not just to survive, but thrive. Week daily at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. That's your time to re-up yourself. If you have questions on marketing or business or, well, whatever, let us know in the comments. I am Brent Kobayashi, president of Kobayashi Site Guys, a marketing agency here in Toronto. I'm being quiet because you know why? I have a DevOps person here that flips out every time I start screaming about this, but I get very excited and I want to do the screaming. So with me also is Mr. Arthur Tutt.
Brent, I was going to say that was a whole new level of enthusiasm you just
You know what?
I could feel that. Like I got goosebumps.
Do you notice that when I screw up now, I get really excited? Yep. Listen, everybody who's watching, I encourage you, click subscribe, notify buttons so you never miss it. And please, 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 please share the show. This is an important show, especially this show. I want us to get around the town about what's going on here. This particular show, we announced it yesterday, is Kill the Guru Fridays. So we believe all marketing podcasts, including our own, are bullshit until something gets done. We want people to stop the consumption and start the implementation. The way we do that is we get real. And what that means is that as small business owners, you join us on the podcast. Patricia, you're here. David, you're going to be here shortly. And we focus on getting you to some actionable advice that you can implement immediately. Patricia, I am so happy you've come back to the show so we can help you out with this and get you doing something this next week that's going to serve you.
That's amazing. So I feel that I'm part of the show right now. Oh, sorry, Arthur.
I was going to say, Brent, it sounds like what you're trying to say is that we're guilty until proven innocent.
I am saying that we aren't the gurus. We literally are not. We are, sometimes we're guilty of being the gurus, sure. But what we really, really want is to say whatever ideas we have, we might be saying, hey, this is the right thing to do. And for you, it may not be, Patricia. It might not be the quite fit, or there might be a block that we're not really seeing. And we want you to become your own guru, which means you take some advice, you implement it, and then you do it. So, Patricia, you've been on the show before. I'm just going to quickly introduce you. You are the owner of Hispanic Open Learning Academy. You have actually, why don't you tell us just very quickly a little bit about what you're doing?
Yes, Ola was meant to be run in all the Toronto school board facilities, and I started already in 4 of the Catholic and Toronto public school programs here in Toronto. So as COVID came, I went and I started doing online Spanish classes, which has been amazing. People is getting into online everything. I love to do it, and what I want to have is more participants. And I will go. Actually, I will want to go overseas and people to connect as it's online. So waiting for your advice on how to start being more visible everywhere.
Love it. And on yesterday's show, you're in the chat in the comments and you say you're having a little bit of a problem moving forward with, I believe, your Facebook video ads. Tell us a bit about what's going on.
Yes, because I don't know how long, even though you said yesterday it doesn't need to be long, but sometimes I go on and on and on, and then I like just get so passionate about what I'm gonna say. So I feel that I'm talking too much. So I wanted to, and I don't use script because I don't want to people to see that I am reading or I just following my notes. I want it to be like fresh. I want people to see that I'm honest and I'm passionate. So for me to show that, I improv. I'm very good at improv. So, but
Authentic.
when I see the video, sometimes, yes, authentic. That's the word. Yeah, thank you, Arthur. But yeah, I just wanted to give an honest feedback to me, and while I'm doing the videos, I don't know if I'm looking at the camera right, if I am repeating or if I am bored.
So what's your assessment of the, so what is your assessment of the videos you've done so far? You sent us a bunch and I took a look at some of them, but what's your assessment?
Yeah, in some, I talk too much. Maybe I try to be very specific. So I just go on and then I cut it. And in some, I feel that I'm just selling and I don't want to be like, oh, okay, I know, lady, you want to sell your program, even though I'm offering free trials and I love doing it, that I will do it for free. Actually, I'm receiving requests for scholarships. So I say, yeah, sure, you can bring your kids on, no problem. Don't worry about money now. So I'm happy even to do it for free. But
that's how much you believe in this.
I believe it, and I fall in love. As I told you before, I used to be, or I am still a financial coach. So I see people, adults, parents, but it's the first time that I interact with kids. I fall in love with them because they are so natural and they are so inked to learn. And when a person like me, not because me, it's because the passion and I love teaching, my heritage and my mother tongue, they are like blown away, like, oh yeah, I love it too. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play one of the videos that you showed us. I'm going to share it with everybody. It's short. It's like 30, 40 seconds. And then we're going to start talking about it. Okay, you good with that?
Yeah, do it.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. We're going to go to this. Just share the screen. Screen is now shared. Let's go over to Messenger. Let's go over to Patricia. This is it. This is the one I wanted to, no, not this one. This is the one I wanted to show. Okay. And it should be full screen. Everybody can see it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's turn the music up. Not the music, the actual sound. Okay. Can you hear the sound?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, right. I know how to do this. Share computer sound as well. All right, there we go.
It's not as fun when it works the first time.
I know you.
No, it's not live when it's not authentic.
Hola, soy Patricia.
Okay, now you can hear it. Yes?
Hola, soy hola. Parents, this message is
all
for you.
right.
Did you want to have
You can hear it, yes?
hands-free of your kids?
You can hear it. Are there multiple versions playing?
There are. There's one hiding behind here that's messing me up.
They are learning Spanish?
Hold on.
I know.
There we go. Okay. Back way. Maximize. Play.
Hola, soy Patricia from Hispanic Open Learning Academy. Hola. Parents, this message is for you. Do you want to have hands-free of your kids for 1 hour, 3 times a week while they are learning Spanish? I know you do. So I'm running Spanish classes for kids 3 to 12 years old on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Check out my website. It's holaspanishclasses.com. So we have different options, free trials on Thursdays too. So please connect.
There we go. Okay. So, okay. Let me pause this. There we go.
First of all, I just want to give a really big round of applause to Patricia.
Okay, that one is not that bad. So yeah. So 30 seconds is like the average?
It goes fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not the average, but it is enough for the message that you want. It can be longer. It absolutely can be longer. However, when you start focusing on 30 seconds, then you're just basically getting to the point. And that's the intention of this initial ad, is to help you get to the point. But if you're going longer and you're enthusiastic and you're excited about it, that's okay. So would you like some feedback?
Yes. I'm ready to take notes.
Okay. So,
I love how Patricia's got a really big smile on her face right now.
I know, isn't that good?
Yeah.
All right.
That's my essence.
So here's what I would like you to do. First of all, I'm just going to give you some quick feedback. This video, and there's a few in the other, there's portions when I felt you were really connecting with the person on the other side. Okay. So I love your warmth and keep it up. Okay. I also want you to watch this video back, right? And look at the time just before this part where you're talking about how much you love to do it, you do it for free and all that type of thing. That's the essence. That's the feeling that I want you to come across on the camera. Okay, so you have it in you. I know it's a little bit different when you're actually just talking straight up to a camera versus people like us. Okay, so think that. Now, I get what you're saying about the challenge with the script. And you can just do what you've been doing, which is use it as a basis of an outline and then talk and be authentic. However, what I'd like you to do, this is the homework I want to give you, is work off of a script and work the script. So if you're an actor, you have a script and then you do it enough times until it just becomes natural. You know, if you've seen a really good Shakespeare screen adaptation, the really good ones don't feel like they're reading Shakespeare. And that's really tough. So this isn't as tough as that, but you want to be there doing it and do it a bunch of times until you've got portions that you like. Now, let me just double check with you on this one. Do you need to do this in one take, or can you have support in editing multiple takes together?
Actually, I did few of them for my son to help me with editing. But sometimes I feel when it's editing, it looks like it's been cut and added. So I wanted to go straight and show just a one shot video.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Don't worry about the cutting.
Okay.
Don't. It's a very common thing online. Okay, there's ways you can do it that's more smoother and all this stuff, but don't really worry about that too much. Just work through it. I also don't want you to worry about that, because I want you to be able to go through the script with your full essence, which means you might forget what you're going to say next because you put an emphasis on one thing and you did it really well. Your brain is going to say, wow, you did that really well. And then, at least the way mine works, wow, you did that really well. that thought comes in my head and I can't remember what I was supposed to say next. So I want you to say it, then come back to it, say it again, start in the middle. It doesn't matter where you start or stop. You just want a bunch together with you fully there. Now, so that's big picture. You don't have to be like crazy and over the top or anything else like that, but I would love you to experiment with range and slowing down and punctuation. When I say punctuation, it's you stopping, pausing, raising your voice up and down, all that type of stuff. Okay. Similar to when we're interviewing you. Sorry, go on.
So what you saw is that I go blah, 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 and I hold my breath because I want to say it. Yes?
Yeah, and you're trying to remember, and that's okay.
Okay.
I think I actually want you to do 30 takes.
Okay.
Okay? 30 times. I want you to do it 30 times. Now, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to go over to script now, okay? So I'm just going to share screen again. And we're going to go to your script that you sent here, okay? So you're going to do this 30 times, and we're going to do a very quick edit of your script, okay? So, and I'll send this to you. So, hola, parents, this message. So, you know, I'm Patricia and and we're going to put right here. Parents, this message is for you. Do you want to have your hands free of your kids 1 to 3 times a week while they're learning Spanish? Now, I'm going to just do this right here because I want you to do that modulation I was talking about. Here, let me just do this full screen here. No, I don't want it full screen. Okay. Right? So we want, you want to have stuff like this in your script. Now, you don't have to memorize it, but I'd like it to be printed out there for you because do you want to have hands-free of your kids 1 to 3 times a week while they're learning Spanish? Something like that. Whatever's natural to you, it doesn't have to be like that, but you want it to be an emphasis.
Emphasis, got it.
Okay. And I would actually say while they're having lots of fun learning Spanish.
Okay. I
loved when you said, I know you do. That's where you can be very much Patricia. Like, I know you do. I'm a parent too, right? And then
actually, maybe that's a really good point right there to express that, to say, I'm a parent too, right? And again, just like
I will say it. Sorry, I will say I'm a parent too. Okay.
You can. It's an option. Okay, I'm just going to put that in brackets. I'm Patricia from Hispanic Open Learning Academy. Hola. Again, pauses and paces. I know we're trying to get you through this super quick, right? I know you're thinking 30 seconds. Don't worry about that with your pauses and your paces, okay? It's still going to be just as captivating. I'm running Spanish classes for kids. Here we go. 3 to 12 years old, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Don't worry about check out your options. We have different options, like what my website, we have different options. That's not important. Okay. What you want to say is, and we have free trials on Thursday. Click, what should she say? Click sign up. Is it Arthur? What would it be? Click register.
So just on the free trial, maybe it's just semantics, but I was thinking like we have a free workshop every Thursday.
Oh yeah, I like that. Every Thursday, we have a free class.
Sure, free class.
A class for your kids every Thursday. Please register. What would be the button that would show up on an ad, Arthur?
This could be sign up.
Please sign.
Or please hit the sign. Please hit the sign up button below.
Yeah. Sign your. Please hit sign up below to register.
Or
your kids.
To come check it out.
They will thank you. Okay, so there's your kind of getting into sales, right? Okay, let me stop sharing that. I'm going to share this back with you so that you have it. Yeah. Right. Okay, so just to give you a quick recap, this is what you're going to do, Patricia. You're going to work the script until it is just you. Until you are authentically doing the script. You can add other things that come to mind, and that's not a problem. But what I really want you to do is say, this is what's going to come across. You're doing this to basically say, parents, this is what's available for you. This is what you can do to sign up. That's it. If anybody gets to the end and doesn't want to buy, they don't want to buy. It's okay. You're not selling them. You're not sitting there trying to force them to do this, right? So be convicted. Have absolute conviction that the person who's watching this is actually interested for themselves, not for you.
Okay. I've got one more thought, Brent.
Yep.
Because we were talking before about the importance of just having a single idea. And I'm wondering, and maybe I'm just nitpicking too much here, but on one line, we talk about how there's classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week. Mm-hmm. And then we talk about the free class. And I was just wondering, in this case, for this ad, should we just say, look, we have a free class every Thursday, and then the details of the Monday, Wednesday, Friday that can come through later?
I think I want the both there for this one. You can try both, but for this particular next week, let's keep it simple. I want you to be mentioning that you have these classes so people are like, oh, this is what this is about. The free trial is the way into it. Mm-hmm. So it is about the classes. That's the concept. That's what you're signing up for. The free trial is to introduce your kids to see if they like it. So just a quick recap. You're going to work the script so it's natural. You're going to play with range. You're going to stop. You're going to get close to them. You're going to play with yourself a little bit. Don't be afraid to edit the multiple takes together. You already had that intention, so don't be afraid to. It's fine. Do not worry about that. In the 30, you might get one that you like, that's my one take. And then that's cool. The give is free classes for your kids every Thursday. That has to be clear. And then sign up below. You got it? Awesome.
One last little thing I would say is, like, I loved your delivery, Patricia. I'm wondering, without shouting, can you be a little bit louder?
Okay, I felt that too.
Yeah, especially if you're recording outside.
But I need like a microphone or so.
You're pretty clear. We just need to hear you a little bit louder.
Okay.
Okay.
I practice my voice. Yes.
She said very quietly. I'll practice my voice. Okay, so now Patricia.
Yes.
One last thing. You're going to come on next week.
Sure.
And you're going to report in with how things went.
I will.
Okay, you committed. Does this make sense for you to commit to?
Oh yeah, I love this homework. Yeah, because it's for my own benefit. Yeah, I know that. Thank you very much for giving this to me.
Okay. Now, can you also have the unedited video together?
Okay, so you want me to record the 30 videos? I won't send all 30, but I will send one or two that are good and one with edits in it.
Perfect.
Okay.
You good?
Got it.
Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to get over to Mr. David Blackmore. Thank you so much for being on Kill the Guru episode 1. Kill the Guru season 2, episode 1. I'm not sure how to call this. Anyways,
season 2.
Yeah. What is it when they bring back a they do a redo? You know,
a redo? A remake.
The remake. Yeah, the remake of Kill the Guru. Anyways, love you so much, Patricia. Looking forward to seeing how things go this next week.
Very much, handsome guys. Have a great day. So I'm going to be watching David too.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, Patricia.
Thank you.
All right. And David, come on. How are you doing? If Patricia's still on in Zoom, Arthur, could you? Yeah, perfect. Wonderful. David Blackmore.
You guys hear me?
The one and only.
Oh, great.
I finally get to actually see you.
Yes, that's me. Welcome.
So happy to have you on here, David. Listen, geez, I think I'm a little bit too emotional right now. Holy cow.
Kind of awestruck, starstruck.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me on. This is really great.
Well, thank you for the theme music.
Hey, it's the least I could do. I just want to be a part of it all, right?
Yeah, no. Okay. Arthur, can you take this? I am just too excited. I'm actually literally losing it. Do you know, I am losing it right now.
And you can just see like blushing on your face.
Yeah.
Brent, you're like a little giddy schoolgirl right now. Like,
that's what's going on. Okay, I'll censor myself.
Bring out the old photos of me and Brent as youngins.
Yeah. I've known David since, I don't know, I was probably 12 years old, 13, 14, something like that. Yeah, he is my next door neighbor. And I hung out with him and his older sister all the time. Yeah, so good.
You were the one who actually got me into David Bowie originally. So.
Oh my gosh, I was a David Bowie freak. So David, we're going to ask you to talk a little bit louder because you're a little bit quiet.
And if you can like turn your mic up.
Yeah.
Okay. So David, we've been talking for a little while. We spoke a little bit last night about what it is that you're looking to do. And I'm so happy that you agreed to come on the show because we're going to see if we can move you forward a little bit with it. So why don't you describe where you're at and how we might be able to help?
At this point, you guys can hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I'm like, for the past 15, 20 years, I was working at a live event technician. So I was working on stages, doing lighting and audio and all kind of stuff, and working video walls and all kind of crazy stuff. But lately, because of everything, everything's kind of come to a crashing halt, and looking forward to getting back to it all. But at this point, trying to figure out other ways of doing things I love, but being able to keep going through this whole thing. So I love making music and was, trying to think of how I can, bring that out to everyone. And, I had small ideas and we've been watching the show, and I saw, when you guys were like, just get it out there, like don't kind of think about it, or you know what I mean. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm gonna do a little intro for these guys, and that kind of like got my mind thinking, and I was thinking of doing like basically intros and just kind of making a whole bunch of tracks that are that are able to be used copyright free, and having people being able to like download those or use them for whatever corporate things that they want to use them for, and just having the platform to kind of have people come and download music and whatnot. And yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so Kinga, somebody in the audience is saying even louder, David. So if you have the ability to turn it up, please do. I can hear you pretty good, but you're still a little bit quiet. You've got the nice voice quiet, I'd actually say. So how far are you along with this? So I love the idea. Where are you at right now?
So far, I have
Perfect.
So far, I started a website, and I've been making songs for a while, but the website that I've made has kind of like it's I originally had made it for like personal music, so there are some like songs that I've written with lyrics and whatnot on there, so it's not really at this point focused on this idea, but I've got this kind of music kind of website, and I've linked it to my social media, and I've linked it to my SoundCloud and N1M and all like music platforms to so that people are able to find my music. But yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to maybe focus in and create one single platform that people can kind of come to that's not, like my own music and corporate music and a whole bunch of stuff, but just like one place where people can go and say, oh, look through a list or, check things out and see what they like and kind of download and use what they want, and just, as long as they, say thanks David Blackmore, which has been what you guys have been doing, which is kind of makes me feel great, and gets the tunes out there. So yeah.
Okay, good. So before we get into this, if tomorrow things suddenly opened up with live events, would you still want to do this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I love music anyways, and like I'm randomly making beats and tunes and stuff anyways. That yeah, I think it'd be a great kind of even, side hustle,
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm just going to say I'm glad you said that because, well, there's two things. One is that means that there is a length of time which is now possibly infinite because we have no idea how long we're all going to live, right? But really quite long, from which that this can be pulled together. Okay, because if you're like, no, I absolutely love this other gig, a year from now, that might be your window from which to work on this, or 6 months or 3 months. We actually don't know what your window is to work on this. So if this is something you love, it's a gig that you'd like to do, it's something that is going in a direction and you're going to enjoy the process of it, then absolutely, you need to be doing this. I really do. Also, I'm glad you said that because you're really talented.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So then the question is, what's your question? Arthur's
question.
like, yeah, like where are you at now? What were you thinking of doing next? You're saying you've got this site, you want to focus it a little bit, and you want to offer some free tracks to download. Is the question, how do I turn this into monetization? What would I do to get this in front of people? Like, where are you kind of at? What are you thinking of as your potentially next step? Let me put it that way.
Well, as I was saying to you the other night, I feel like I should be getting like a whole bunch of different kind of genres and styles, and just kind of fill up the website with a bunch of music.
Yeah.
That people can kind of look through and have so it's not just a few tracks, or not just a very linear kind of style type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that, yeah.
Can I ask a question here?
Yes.
So I'm just thinking, so there's a website that I use called Unsplash, which is where I go and I get stock royalty-free images, right? I can just go there, search for different keywords, and I can find the images that I'm looking for. So whenever I'm writing a blog post, it's like that's where I go to grab an image. And I guess what I'm wondering is that what you're imagining for yourself, that you're putting out like free royalty-free music, and David Blackmore is the guy that when somebody is starting up a podcast or they're making a YouTube video and they're like, oh, I need some music for this video, that you're the guy that they come to your website and they grab that royalty-free music and then, share the credit that they got it from you. Is that kind of the vision that you have?
Yeah, that's kind of like the idea I've had, that like, it'd be a platform that people can kind of get music that's not, your top 40 kind of hits that they're grabbing from TikTok or whatever, that it's something that's kind of more personal to whatever they want, or whatever they're kind of going for, and also copyright free, so they don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay. So, sorry, go ahead, Arthur.
I had one thought here, because I know I have gone to YouTube a couple of times and I've just done a search for like royalty-free music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's different videos that come up, and in the title of the video will be, royalty-free music, soft jazz or whatever it might be. So I guess one thing I was wondering is, what have you explored in terms of when people go searching for royalty-free music that you come up?
At this point, I haven't because it's so new and it's such a new idea for me that I haven't kind of put it out there. yet. You know what I mean? I've just kind of I've been working on trying to build the the library kind of thing of what's there already. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on.
Good, good, good. Sorry, I'm glad you're doing that. Okay, we're actually here. There's some stuff that's really clear in my head that I want you to do just this next week. Okay. We're going to get to actually YouTube a little bit later. I think, Arthur, that's a brilliant idea. I think you upload it on YouTube, royalty-free music, that type of thing. Wherever the people are doing it, YouTube's a marketplace, probably a marketplace. People are looking for this stuff, and it might lead to you, David. And I think it could lead to you. So
I also can like share, photos I take on those YouTube videos type of thing.
Oh, so good. Yes, love it. Love it. And you put it in the description that you're a photographer and this is what you do and that type of thing. And if you want, a custom intro, please hit me up.
Yeah. No,
I love that. I love that. Okay. So I might be giving you lots of homework and then you might decide what makes sense for this next week. Okay. So here's some ideas for where you can go right now. The first thing I want you to think of is, I actually think you're thinking a little bit too full. You're thinking very big picture of what this would look like, how this could be. Arthur, what was it called? Unsplash?
Unsplash, yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking, what would a marketplace look like? So you're trying to create a marketplace. I don't think you need to do that. I think you can think less full and more process and connecting with people. Meaning, on your existing website, I did take a look. It's over at wordpress.com. What I'd like you to do is just create a tab called Killer Intro Music.
Okay.
Okay, a menu section called Killer Intro Music, or it doesn't have to be killer. It could be whatever you want to call it, but something like that. Awesome intro music, killer intro music.
So like a separate tab to my own music kind of thing.
Absolutely, but keep your own music. Keep everything that's David Blackmore in there, because you're not selling ultimately your intro music. You're selling you as an individual. And you're an artist, you're a photographer, you have your own music and all this stuff. And all of that lends credibility to your killer intro music.
Right.
It does. Second thing I want you to do this next, well, you're going to decide what's going to be this next week or not. I'm not going to force you to. But the second thing is to pay the price for WordPress.com to have it be an actual domain name. So you can register a domain name through WordPress.com.
Like a .com or .ca or whatever.
Yeah, whatever domain name it is. It can be Dave is Strange. It could be whatever you want it to be. Whatever feels right to describe you. Okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be specifically this killer intro music focus. Right? Okay? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to continue to make these tracks and uploading them to killer intro music, or take them over from another part of your website and move them in there. And each time you do it, I want you to post about it on social. New track added to killer intro music.
Okay.
Okay.
And that one there, like the way I've done it so far is I've only on my WordPress, I've only linked to the SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I don't actually have any music on that website.
Okay.
And I think that's maybe one of the things I was trying to figure out is how to put music on that website to be downloaded. I don't know if that's possible, or if that's something that I would have to do, or after I start paying for that website type thing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just continue to use SoundCloud. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I'd rather you be embedding it from SoundCloud anyway. SoundCloud is a little bit of a marketplace. Right now with where you're at, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay, so that can come later.
One more minor detail. So I found on SoundCloud in the description, your website is in there, but it wasn't obvious to me. I had to go hunting for it, and I had to hit show more. I would say if it's possible on SoundCloud to make it more obvious what your website is, and if you can make it like a clickable hyperlink so people can just click and go to your website. That's going to help people to find you.
This is so good.
Easier.
Listen, right now, David, you get what this show is about. I hope everybody watching gets what Kill the Guru is about. This is about going deep specifically for you.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Anybody who's watching, if you have ideas and thoughts for David, that's absolutely fantastic. But this is about going deep for you so that you can get moving forward a little bit. Okay. So that actually, I think, is it.
I had one more thought.
Yep.
So to take it a step,
I'm here writing notes. I'm good. Yeah.
so I was like, I really love what Brent was saying of like, take the song, post it on social media. I was going to say, and maybe this is getting too advanced for now, but I'll just put it out there to take it one step further. Like if you found, let's just say you went on YouTube and you found different channels, different influencers, or you went on Instagram, searching for different hashtags, found different influencers and just message them directly, DM them and say, hey, I'm a music producer. I make free royalty free music. If you want to throw this in your next video, just give me a credit, right? And actually actively reaching out to people. That would be kind of the next level.
Do you think I should have tunes to actually give to them, or just say, hey, check my website, take what you want?
I would say like if you had a song and you're like, hey, I think this song would be great for your next video, people would be like, cool.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
lot of people might kind of not be interested, but even if 1% of people are like, wow, that was great, that's exactly what I needed, like that's all that matters, right?
Well, you miss all the shots you don't take, right?
There you go. Little Gretzky.
Yes. We're going to be hockey stars soon. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to recap for you, David, and then I want you to let us know what you feel you can commit to for this next week. Okay?
Yeah.
So to recap, an extra section tab on your website for your intro music. Call it something, Killer Intro Music. Number two, and we can also send this in notes. Number two, you're going to get your own domain name for your WordPress website. So right now it's davidblackmoremusic.wordpress.com. And so you're going to decide what that's going to be. It can still be davidblackmoremusic.com, but I would suggest, because you might be a little bit more bigger than music, that it could be just davidblackmore.com, David Strange, whatever you I like David Strange because if it resonates with you, then it's got a bit of memorability.
Yeah, there's the whole reason I chose that was my grandma's last name is Strange, and my cousin's name is Strange, and so there's it's a family name, so I kind of am,
That is so good. I love it. Okay,
just did a quick search on GoDaddy and it looks like davidblackmore.com has been taken.
All right.
There's a lot of David Blackmores out there.
Okay, so you're going to get your own domain name. Next, you're going to move your tracks, or you're going to keep making tracks, and you're going to move them over and put them in to your Killer Intro Music section.
Right.
Each time you do that, or if you put a whole bunch for, you're going to just put them out on social. New track, describe the track. This is what it's for, and it's some killer intro music.
One more thing I'll say. Just
You're just so excited, Arthur. You're just like, I've got a million ideas. This is so good.
Well, because I think this would really put a big smile on Brent's face. But if you also made a TikTok account,
Yes,
and if you used your music as the background music, and then did something that was TikTok appropriate, that would also be another way to get it out there.
I have, to be honest, I just because you guys were chatting about that a couple weeks ago, I made a TikTok, and I've got maybe 2 or 3 videos on there, and I did get a video editor so that I could put my own music on the videos and stuff. So I have done it, but it's I definitely haven't done any dancing or any of that yet. So maybe I need to do that.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to let you talk anymore, Arthur. You've got too many good ideas. Okay.
Done. I'm out.
Okay. Okay. This is so good. Thank you very much, both of you. All right. So I'm going to start from the top. This is what you're going to do. Tab for intro music on your website. You're going to use you're going to get a domain name for your website. So it's not just WordPress.com. You're going to move your tracks over from wherever they are in your website to a specific section for killer intro music or whatever you're going to call it. You're going to continue to embed from SoundCloud. And bonus, if you want on SoundCloud, you're going to make the website a little bit more obvious and clickable. As far as sharing on social, you're going to decide, am I going to share on TikTok or am I going to share it just on Facebook, wherever it is. So now, having said all of that, David, you can say, I'm going to do it all. You could say, I'm going to do just one thing. You can say, none of it makes sense to me, you goddamn gurus. Give me something else to do. And you kill us. You got it? So it is all about you internalizing all of this stuff. So where are you at? What do you want to do?
There's a few things that I definitely would do. Like I'll definitely add the tab on my website and try and change up the SoundCloud so that I can put more corporate type stuff on there and see if I can't change out the SoundCloud so that it's not just like a list of all my music kind of thing, that maybe I can separate that. Yeah, and I'll definitely make it look the SoundCloud website a bit easier to monitor, to get around. And
I actually don't want you to worry about SoundCloud. It's going to be your main website that's going to give structure to your SoundCloud, at least at this point.
Okay.
Is that okay not to focus on that?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So what are you committing to?
I will commit to the tab. I'll do the what do you call it? The intro music section on the website. Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll do as much as I can.
And how about sharing your tracks as you move them over onto social?
Yes. And I'll try and make some TikTok videos, and I'll try and make some sharing videos to let people know that I've put stuff.
When I hear trying, those are all bonuses. I'm actually interested in what now, let me just make this really super clear. When I ask you, what are you going to commit to? You're actually not committing to me. You're not committing to anybody else out there. You're just committing to yourself. When you commit to something, this is my personal belief, what you're doing is you're setting the intention. This is what I am going to just do as much as I can to do it this next week. Next week, if you haven't done it, that's okay. You just reflect back on, I committed to this. Did I do it or did I not? It's a moment of reflection when you look backwards on it. At this point forward, so trying to is good. That's just bonus, right? You might get to it. You may not get to it. I am curious what you can commit to. So I heard tab.
The tab, I'll definitely add that to the website, and I'll definitely will move the
stuff over. Yeah. And you're going to post on social, even if it's just Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that make sense?
Yeah, I do like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. I'll do that.
Can you commit to them, or do you feel?
Yeah. No, I think I think that I usually try and share on those platforms anyways, but so.
Okay.
Because I think what Brent's trying to say is like, pick one and like do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is listen, this is just for between you and us. This is like right now, just us figuring this out. If you're like, yeah, I'm going to do Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, great, do it. And literally decide, what does that mean for you? It can be, I'm going to share a blank wall with my music and a little text that says, this intro track, listen here. Or here's a new intro track. Maybe give it a little bit of a description. I make intro tracks.
Okay.
Contact me. Yeah. So something simple like that. Did you say, does domain name make sense for you to do?
at this point, I don't have much money, so I don't want to be
Gotcha.
putting money on a domain if I'm not able to monetize it right away, and if I'm going to be giving away stuff for the first bit, then I think I might wait on putting money into it, kind of thing.
No problem. Listen, we're a domain name reseller. We got you. Okay, so you choose your domain name. We'll buy it. We'll direct it to your WordPress.com, and you're good. Okay, you got it?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for being on. I really, really super appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's very, very appreciative that you guys took the time. So it's I'm very happy.
I am so happy. And listen, if you want to connect about this, if anything of this doesn't make sense, because I know we are live and it feels like, oh my gosh, and I've got to commit to all of this stuff and all of that. That's not what this is about. Okay. It is just about you making your steps forward that make sense for you, having a little bit of public accountability, because it usually serves all of us to be like, oh, I just said this into the world. And then when you say it into the world, quite frankly, in my experience, it gets a little bit more fixed in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so excited for you. I'm really excited that the world's going to get to experience more of you because you are pretty awesome. Okay, let's switch this out. Monday, we are going to be continuing to learn about lead generation for small business. Make sure, Patricia, you join in. This will be great for you. It'll be great for everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Oh, I am sorry, Mr. David. Sorry, Mr. Richard. And listen, you're live with us, David. So you're.
No, this is pretty cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta do the outro music here, especially when the author, the excellent artist, is with us. Okay, hold on. Am I sharing? I'm not sharing. I don't think we're gonna have much of an end, really, quite frankly. This has been long enough. Hold on. Music, share. And here we go. Wow.
You've tuned in to COVID Marketing with Brent Kobayashi and Arthur Touch, the show to support small business not just to survive, but to thrive.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, David Blackmore, the artist that we are listening to, the one that gave us our intro and our outro music. I'm so much looking forward to working with you and helping you move forward on this stuff. Everybody, we're signing out now. There's no way I can continue on into a post show. More than enough time with us. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you all on Monday.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.